Lee Priest in a new TV show, Justin Shier updates, Regan Grimes responds, plus the competitor list from a Mr. Big Evolution show, and who's making their pro debut. What's up, Desktoppers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for another bodybuilding news video. And we're going to kick it off with Hunter Labrada guest posing over the weekend at the Lee Labrada Classic, looking really good. And I love to see these updates too, and the guest posings, because they're not Instagram filtered pictures, they're not the ones from a best angle, they're not post-workout, they're on stage, and we get to see a sort of unfiltered version of these bodybuilders. And Hunter is looking really, really good. And you can see the conditioning through his chest. His back looks improved. The midsection looks improved too. So we're seeing improvements from every angle. Now, he doesn't look in condition here in terms of, being stage ready, obviously, but it looks like he's holding a bit of fluid as well, which will obviously all come off, or at least hopefully all come off before the contest. And really, in terms of body fat here, I don't think he's got a huge amount left to lose. I think it's more water than anything. So Hunter Labrada is in great shape for this upcoming contest, and it's going to be very interesting to see who wins between Hunter Labrada and Andrew Jack when they hit the stage. You guys can let me know your opinions on that in the comments below. We've got an update here from a guy you may not have heard of yet, and it's Logan Guthrie, 4 weeks out of his pro debut in the Classic Physique, looking really damn good. This is a guy who I've loved his physique for a long time, from being an amateur to turning pro at the Amateur Olympia. And the front relaxed is the shot that really stands out, because this guy has a tiny waist, nice cap delts, good quads. I think he needs a little bit more muscle maturity over time to get to the top of a Classic Physique. I think he can make an impact and win his pro debut and make it to the Olympia in 2023. But let me know your thoughts on Logan Guthrie's physique, because I think he looks next level right now, 4 weeks out of that Tampa Pro. Our next update is from Regan Grimes, and he responds with a photo update at 290 pounds as he's about to get shredded and cut down for some of the comps later this year. Obviously working with Milsachev, and the first thing I noticed from this physique update is his legs. His legs are looking really, really good. And we know Regan has a really good back to boot as well. So if he can come in really good condition this year, if his biceps are maybe a little bit more peaky, a little bit more conditioned, he's really going to have more of a complete physique. And this guy's a pro contest winner, and he's really responding to those comments from Nick Walker. And I hope that almost gives Regan a kick and hopefully gets him into that, full-time bodybuilding, all-out sort of routine, because I'd love to see it from Regan Grimes, because I think he has sort of top 5 Mr. Olympia potential, as Milsachev has said. It's just whether he realizes that potential or not. But let me know your thoughts on Regan Grimes and how he'll do in 2023. Now we have 3 updates here from Justin Shier, 3 weeks out of that Chicago Pro, where he's making his pro debut, and I was really impressed by this video. He looks so thick in this one as well, which is what we want to see, because it looks like Justin's going to bring conditioning, he's going to bring great shape, and if he comes in with enough size, he's going to be very, very hard to beat in his pro debut. So I'm incredibly excited for Justin Shier's pro debut, and I think he'll probably make it to that 2023 Mr. Olympia. Not to put the pressure on him, but you look at that front lat spread and just the shape of it, the tiny waist, the arms look big, like the legs are big enough, at least at this stage, and I think he's going to bring good conditioning. He's working with Matt Jansen. Matt Jansen, as Nick Walker has said, who's also coached by Matt Jansen, Matt doesn't miss. He rarely misses with guys. We saw Brett Wilkin obviously qualify for the Olympia last year, but for this year's Mr. Olympia, he looked really, really good in outrageous condition. So I think that Justin Shier will win his pro debut. And the exciting part is we get to see a shot from the back, and this is the first photo we've seen, I think, this prep, and people have been asking for it, as Justin Shier said in his caption to this photo. And the real impressive thing, and someone actually posted this on their story, but Justin actually bends all the way over when he does his back movements, and you can see it in those spinal erectors too. Like, he has a huge amount of muscle in that lower back, and it looks so crazy. You don't see that from many guys. He could use a little bit more through the upper trap, so maybe he needs to do some standing up a little bit more. But that shot is looking really impressive. The glutes are in, looking dry in the hamstrings, and I think that Justin has it from all angles at this point. I'm interested to see what he looks like from the side on stage, but from all these updates, I am very excited for Justin Shier, and I think he's going to be a star in bodybuilding once he makes that pro debut. Now this weekend we have the Mr. Big Evolution, aka the Portugal Pro, coming up. We'll be covering it all for desktop bodybuilding this weekend. We didn't have obviously a live stream for the Orlando Pro just gone, but we will this weekend, I believe. And we'll go over the lineup because the competitors lists have been released. So in the men's bodybuilding, we have Lionel Wakey at the top of that one, which is very interesting because Lionel was way off in his last contest, so he'll be looking for redemption. We have Roman Fritz, Peter Clancier, Amir Omaragic, Alessandro Ori, Andrea Presti, Vlad Suhoruchko, Laszlo Samerica, and then we have Christian Wolski. So some pretty decent names in that lineup, although it's not a big one. Some pretty decent names. And in the classic physique, we have two guys that stick out straight away to me. I'm sure some of these other guys are phenomenal as well. And those names are, the first one is Stefan Matala. Now this is Mr. Unchained, as you guys know him on Instagram. And look at this guy. I mean, really conditioned. Everyone knows him. It's going to be interesting to see if he can be some sort of a challenger, at least somewhat, to C-Bum Chris Bumstead in the future. Will he be? Let me know in the comments. I think his structure might be a little bit too small once we see him side by side with other guys, but standing alone, he looks absolutely phenomenal. But I don't think he's the clear-cut winner at this contest, because another name on that list that really sticks out to me who just recently competed is David Martinez Campos. He is next level shredded, really round muscle bellies, although he doesn't pose the best. So if David's posing is a little bit off, he can lose this show to Mr. Unchained. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who will win this classic physique show? Is there someone else I'm missing out on that list? And in the men's open bodybuilding, we have an update from Vlad Suhoruchko, who looks absolutely enormous in these updates. I don't know if they're edited or anything like that. You guys can let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments, but absolutely wild are these latest physique updates. So yeah, I don't know. Can anyone beat him? Obviously, I think going into this contest, Andrea Presti is going to be the favorite. He looked really good in his last contest, but I think there's a few guys that can take out this show. And in our last story, we have one on Lee Priest in a new TV show, a new comedy, nationally televised here in Australia. And I'm sure you guys will be able to watch it somewhere online as well. It's called Local Council. It's starring and produced by Paul Fennick. And it looks like there's a few scenes in it as well, as you guys can see on the screen right now. This is sort of just a little bit of a preview thing that I saw posted up on TikTok. And this one's actually on one of the 7 channels, which Channel 7 here in Australia is known as like the biggest, or one of the top 2 biggest here, and it's on one of their sort of sister channels. And it says Paulie Fennick turns his comic talents to Local Council, plus Gem Hunters Down Under, blah, 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 and a few other TV shows that are coming out here in Australia. And then it's got a little write-up on it. It says the latest comedy from Paulie Fennick of Houzo's Fat Pizza and Bogan Hunters fame is set in Australia's most corrupt, lazy, and inept council, starring Paul Fennick, and a whole bunch of other names as well. So Lee Priest looks like he plays a decent role in this. I actually messaged Lee about this as well, and he's basically a parking inspector. So it should be pretty funny. When I find out where this will be, where you guys can actually watch it, I'll let you know here on Desktop Bodybuilding as well. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell button. I'll notify you guys when that is up as well. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, subscribe, also give a video a thumbs up, smash that like button, and that's it for this one. So for Xavier Wills, this is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.